Welcome to the VLearn's online class of MCS 012. In today's session, we will discuss about the ALU organization. In ALU organization, we will discuss about the simple ALU organization and a sample ALU design. And after it, we will discuss about the arithmetic processors. Now, first of all, what is ALU? ALU is a part of CPU, that is Central Processing Unit. ALU is arithmetic and logical unit, which is used to perform the arithmetic, logical and shift operations. The complexity of ALU depends on the type of instruction set which has been realized for it. A simple ALU can be constructed for fixed point numbers. On the other hand, the floating point arithmetic implementation requires more complex control logic and data processing capabilities. If we talk about a simple ALU organization, then an ALU consists of circuits that perform data processing micro operations, means all the micro operations that are used for the processing of data. You can see the structure of fixed point ALU. It is the simplest organization for fixed point ALU suggested by the John von Neumann. In this structure, it has total 3 registers, that is AC, MQ and DR for data storage. Parallel headers and logic circuits have 2 inputs and only 1 output according to this diagram. It contains 2 inputs, that is from AC and from DR, and the output is again sent to the AC. It implies that any ALU operations at most can have 2 input values and will generate single output along with the other status bit. You can see the status bits here. In the present case, the 2 inputs are AC and DR register, while output is AC register. It is AC and DR. Our input will be taken from AC and DR register, and output will be again sent to the AC register. It is accumulator register. AC and MQ registers are generally used as a single AC and MQ register. This register is capable of left and right shift operations. Some of the micro operations you can see, that is addition, that is AC plus DR equals to AC. It means AC plus DR will be performed and the result of AC plus DR will be sent back to the AC. Similarly, AC and DR will be subtracted and the result of this subtraction will be sent to the AC register. Similarly, AND or exclusive OR and NOT can be performed and the result is sent back to the accumulator register, that is AC. In this ALU organization, multiplication and division were implemented using shift, add, subtract operations. The MQ, that is multiply quotient register, is a special register used for implementation of multiplication and division. It means whenever we want to perform the multiplication and division operation, then we can use the MQ register. For the multiplication and division operation, DR registers store multiplicand or divisor respectively, and the result of multiplication or division on applying certain algorithm can finally be obtained in MC into MQ register combination. You can see the operations that is multiplication and division operation can be performed by DR and MQ and the result will be sent back to AC into MQ register. Now next is bit slice ALUs. What is the meaning of bit slice ALU? It was feasible to manufacture smaller, such as 4 or 8 bits fixed point ALU on a single IC chip. If these chips are designed as expandable types, then using these 4 or 8-bit ALU chips can make 16, 32, 64-bit array-like circuits, and these are called bit slice ALU. The basic advantage of such ALU is that these ALUs can be constructed for the desired word size according to the requirement. After the simple ALU organization, next one is the sample ALU design. The basis of ALU design starts with the micro operation implementation. A digital computer has many registers, and rather than connecting wires between all the registers to transfer information between them, a common bus is used. Bus is a path, or you can say it can consist of a group of wires. It is a path, one for each bit of a register, over which information is transferred from any of the several sources to any of the several destinations. A register is selected for the transfer of data through bus with the help of control signals, and the common data transfer path, that is bus, is made using the multiplexers. You can see the implementation of the common bus. In this we have total four registers, and capacity of register is 4-bit. So we take the multiplexer of 4 into 1 multiplexer, which takes multiple inputs and directs one of the input as output. Now each of the register has the capacity, that is 4-bit. So the first bit of the register first will be sent to the first multiplexer, the second bit will be sent to the second multiplexer, third bit of first will be sent to the third multiplexer, and fourth bit will be sent to the fourth multiplexer. Means all the bits of register A will be sent to the different multiplexers first position. Similarly, the registers, the B registers, it means second register bits will be sent to all the multiplexer at second position. The bits of third register will be sent to all the multiplexer at the third position, and the fourth bit of all the register will be sent to the fourth position. And from these 4 inputs of multiplexer, one of the input will be selected on the basis of these selection lines. It means if first input is selected, that is if 0th bit of all the multiplexer is selected, it means 0th bit is the bits of register A, it means the register A will be taken as, or the data of register A will be selected. Similarly, if second bit of all the register will be selected, then it means register B will be selected as output. Similarly, if third bit is selected, it means register C will be selected as output. Similarly, register D will be selected as output. Similarly, to construct a bus for 8 registers of 16-bit, we would require 16 multiplexer, one for each line in the bus. It means the number of multiplexers needed to construct the bus is equal to the number of bits in the each register. Next is the implementation of arithmetic circuit for arithmetic micro operation. An arithmetic circuit can be implemented using a number of full adder circuits or parallel adder circuits. The circuit is constructed by using 4 full adders and 4 multiplexers. You can see if we use 4 multiplexers and if we send 4 bits, that is B0, negation of B0, that is B0 complement, 0, 1. 0, 1 is a logic value. Similarly, in multiplexer B, B1, B1 complement 0, 1. In multiplexer third, B2, B2 complement 0, 1. In multiplexer D, B3, B3 complement 0, 1 is sent. And in case of selection lines combination 0, 0, this combination will be selected. It means the data word B is input to the full adder. In case of 0, 1, the 1's complement of B is input to the full adder. In case of 1, 0, data word 0 is input to the full adder. And in case of 1, 1, data word 1, 1, 1 is input to the full adder. If we talk about the inputs to the circuit, then the register A bits has, we have to find, if we have to find out the addition or subtraction, then 2 bits will be sent. First, that is register A bits, and second register B bits. Register A bit, that is A0, A1, A2, A3. In the corresponding X bit of the full adder will be sent. Then register B bits will be sent, and each bit of register A and B will fed to different full adder unit, and each of the 4 inputs from A are applied to X inputs of the binary adder, and each of the 4 inputs from B are connected to the data inputs of the multiplexers. The input carry, which can be equal to 0 or 1, goes to the carry input of full adder in the least significant position. And the output of binary adder is determined by D is equal to X plus Y plus carry, or D is equal to A plus Y plus carry. You can see, if we want to find out the addition, that is R1 plus R2, then the equation can be D is equal to A plus B. Similarly, to add a carry, the equation will be D is equal to A plus B plus 1. Similarly, to subtract with borrow, the equation will be D is equal to A plus B, and so on. Next is the implementation of logic micro operations. For the implementation, firstly, we have to find how many logic operations can be performed with 2 binary variables. We can have 4 possible combination of 2 variables, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. And for all these 4 input combinations, we have 2 raised to power 4, that is 16 output combinations of truth values for a function. It means 2 variables can have 16 logic operations. You can see the different logical operations that can be clear, and, transfer, complement, exclusive or not. There are various kinds of operation. In this table, the micro operations are derived by replacing the X and Y of Boolean function with registers R1 and R2 on each corresponding bits of the register R1 and R2. You can see instead of X and Y, we use register R1 and R2. And each of these bits will be treated as binary variables. In many computers, only 4, that is AND or that is exclusive or in complement micro operations are implemented, and other 12 micro operations can be derived from these 4 micro operations. So, to implement this, we can use different gates, that is AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate and exclusive OR gate, and we will use a multiplexer which will select one of the operation, that is AND or XOR and NOT, and redirect one of the operations as an output. In case of the multiplexer, on the basis of the selection inputs, that is selection line 1 and selection line 2, the desired micro operation will be obtained. Next is implementation of simple arithmetic logic and shift unit. Earlier we discussed about the implementation of logic micro operation in implementation of arithmetic function table, because we have already discussed that ALU perform different kinds of operation, that is arithmetic, logical and shift operation. Already we have discussed about the arithmetic operation, then we discussed about the logic operation. The next one is to discuss about the shift operations. The arithmetic and logic micro operations can be implemented individually. If we combine these 2 circuits along with shifting logic, then we can have a possible simple structure of ALU. In effect, the ALU is a combinational circuit whose inputs are content of the specific registers. The ALU performs the desired micro-operation is determined by the control signals on the inputs and places the result in an output or destination register. The whole operation of this ALU can be performed in a single clock pulse as it is a combinational circuit, and the shift operation can be performed in a separate unit, but sometimes it can be made as a part of overall ALU. After the implementation of arithmetic, logical and shift unit, we will discuss about the next topic, that is arithmetic processor. Now, a typical CPU meets most of the control and the data processing hardware for implementing non-arithmetic functions. As the hardware costs are directly related to the chip area, a floating point circuits being complex in nature is costly to implement. They need not be included in the instruction set of a CPU. In such systems, floating point operations were implemented by using software routines. A processor, if devoted exclusively to arithmetic functions, can be used to implement a full range of arithmetic functions in the hardware at a relatively low cost, and this can be done in a single integrated circuit. Thus, a special purpose arithmetic processor for performing only the arithmetic operations can be constructed. This processor physically may be separate, yet can be utilized by the CPU to execute complex arithmetic instructions. An arithmetic processor also helps in reducing program complexity as it provides a richer instruction set for a machine. Some of the instructions that can be assigned to the arithmetic processors can be related to the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the floating point numbers, exponentials, logarithms and other trigonometric functions. Now, if we treat an arithmetic processor as one of the input-output or peripheral units, then it is termed as peripheral processors. The CPU sends data and instruction to the peripheral processor, which performs the required operation on the data and communicates the result back to the CPU. The peripheral processor has several registers to communicate with the CPU, and these registers may be addressed by the CPU as input-output register address. So, on the other hand, if the arithmetic processor is a register and instruction set which can be considered as an extension of CPU registers and instruction set, then it is called a tightly coupled processor. So, this is all about the ALU organization, simple ALU design and arithmetic processors, that are the processors used to perform specifically the arithmetic operations. That's all for this session. Thank you.